This is the Westminster Abbey, obviously, and it is in London, England. The artist or architect responsible is George Gilbert Scott, and he's an English architect. The medium of this building, what's made of, is Reedgate stone, Portland stone, and Purbeck marble. So a bunch of different stones and marbles to create this beautiful piece of art. The period of work is the Middle Ages, and for historical relevance, it's just a very famous church, and it's been the setting for every coronation since 1066, and many other royal occasions happen in the Westminster Abbey. And that kind of goes into why it's important too. It's just the most famous church in the UK. It took 8 years to create, and 1 second. Okay, so I wanted to change the picture to the side of it, because for me the most defining characteristic of this building is the flying buttresses, which you can see right there. And that's just very characteristic of this style. Also, if you remember back to the other picture, just the whole thing has a Gothic look to it. The Gothic arches, it's just a Gothic. It's a Gothic building. You can't even deny that. For historical contributions of the artist or architect, George Gilbert Scott, he was just the most prolific English Gothic revival architect. So it makes sense that of the elements of architecture that he included in this building. My personal observation is that I was just in awe of how huge it was, and all the things that I remember from my fine arts class freshman year that I could see firsthand. And that's most of the reason why I chose it. It's because I was like, oh my god, flying buttresses. Not me nerding out over a literal architectural technique. Anyway, compared to other works within the period, it's so Middle Ages architecture, because the two styles of architecture that were most common were Gothic and Romanesque, and this mother trucker is Gothic as hell. And fun fact, the Westminster Abbey has the only surviving Anglo-Saxon door in the whole country. Pretty cool.